I remember the impact of the crash.
And I remember just telling, more like screaming to the police officers and the firefighters, am I going to die?
When I arrived on scene of the crash, my heart sunk. And as I approached the vehicle that Kristen and Susan were in, it sunk even further. I saw a 16-year-old beautiful girl that was inside a mangled piece of metal.
I remember glass being everywhere, and I remember not being able to see my legs and not knowing where they were or if they were even still attached.
And she kept asking me multiple questions. Are my legs attached and am I going to die? And I genuinely could not answer either. My biggest thing that I could do was just do my best to try to keep her calm.
I know they're going to be hurting you, but we're going to do everything we can to get you out. Okay?
Officer Caitlin Stenell was a complete angel to me. She was by my side mostly the whole time. I remember arriving at the emergency room.
She was ready to go into the surgery. The vascular surgeon was there, and as he was getting ready to go to surgery, the last thing he said was, "I can't promise the next time you see her, she'll have both legs."
At that point, I kind of thought, at one side of me was like, I don't really care because I just want to be alive. But then the other part of me was thinking, I'm a dancer. I need my legs. The crash has impacted my life in so many different ways. Physical, emotional, my family's financial, spiritual, little everything. First, I have really bad leg pain. I hate it, and I'm in miserable pain a lot. And for me, dance was a huge thing, and I've missed out on years of dance. I have flashbacks and nightmares. I also have a concussion, and I continue to get concussions because of my POTS, which POTS causes me to pass out, so I hit my head, and every time I hit my head, I get a concussion. So I have arthritis in my hands that I'll have probably forever because I broke both hands during the crash. I take around 51 pills a day, and I have to be home 8 hours out of the day at least to be able to hook up to my IV infusions.
Watching your own kid suffer, it just makes you sad. We've all lost a lot of friends and family members through this. As my counselor says, it's just too difficult for some people to process how to act in a situation like this.
One of the hardest moments for me with this was when a friend that I had since around kindergarten or first grade, she came to see me in the hospital, then came to me and said, "Your life's just too complicated. I can't be your friend anymore." And I think that's when my world just kind of crashed down. But at the same time, as life has gone on, the Lord has given me the strength to continue. My faith has kept me pushing. My mom and dad have been a huge support to me. If I'm down, I know that it's okay, but that I have a group that is supporting me and that I can get back up and that I'm gonna make a difference just by sharing my story.
So this is our guest speaker, Kristen Mallory, and then this is her mother.
I'm Susan. I'm the
Mallory.
manager.
It may not sound like much, but to me it's huge. It's the start of me getting... Today, I am the founder of Mallory's Movement Against Drunk Driving. We as in my parents, are working hard every day, going to different places to speak and share our story about the dangers of drinking and driving and bringing awareness, and it's been life-changing. I'm going to prisons and speaking to offenders. I'm with high schools and colleges, universities, and with YOVASO, which Youth of Virginia Speak Out about traffic safety.
New at 5:30, an update to a story we first brought you in April. Kristen Mallory was struck by a drunk driver 4 years ago, leaving her with permanent injuries.
Now, she is using her circumstances to educate the public about drinking and driving. But as Allison Norleon tells us, after our story aired, Mallory got an email that changed her whole world.
The moment I saw Kristen's news story was such a surreal moment. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a news article talking about a young woman reaching out and doing talks. But then I saw the picture with it and I immediately knew that was Kristen, and my heart just like, instead of like the night of her crash when it sank, it like jumped out of my throat, so excited. Here she is, instead of playing poor me, poor my, I'm a victim, she's taking it and she's using it for good. And at the bottom, it's asking if you want Kristen to come talk to a group, send us an email.
And we got this email afterwards. And it was this long, most heartfelt email. And receiving that email just it made everything complete. And she joined Mallory's movement with us full force. And that was a huge blessing. She has offered and continues to help us speak and go to different high schools and help us in any way that she can to spread the message about drinking and driving. And she's just amazing.
What I encountered when I got into that intersection. So if we look at the white truck, Kristen's story is such a huge and impactful story, and I know that other people have gotten worse and unfortunately killed, and I know other people have gotten a lot less than what Kristen got. However, Kristen is going out and spreading her story to make this impact, and what I hope and what I pray is they think twice. They think about Kristen. They think about what they thought when she wheeled in a wheelchair and the struggle she's been through, and maybe call a ride or call an Uber, call a friend, call a parent. Don't drink and drive. There's absolutely no reason to be drinking and driving.
I want other teens and young adults to learn that they aren't invincible like they think. Because I can say for myself that at 16, I surely didn't think I'd be the one that would be hit that night or at any point by a drunk driver. My life was just moving right along, and then all of a sudden, my life came to a complete stop. And I thought it would end there. But now it's all about saving lives, and by partnering with YOVASO, with Mallory's movement, I'm able to share my message. So I hope you make the decision to not drink and drive, and encourage your friends to not drink and drive too, to help put an end to drunk driving.